I'm here all on my own, surrounded by Zulu. I cannot believe I've made it thus far. As I fought my way up for shelter in this cave, I have stripped my dead mates of any spare ammo I can find. I am down to my last 20 rounds. Lads are falling all around me as I scramble for my life. Assegais striking their stomachs, backs and heads, with a huge tidal wave of Zulus bursting through our lines. I cannot believe the carnage I am seeing. The chilling Zulu chants and battle cries are echoing around the hill and the area. As I scrambled up over the rocks, I looked behind me. The battalion are lying all over the ground, and screams of dying men are already haunting me. I thought, no, it can't be. Am I the last? I hope not. Where the hell is Chelmsford and his column? Surely they know we're under attack. It's hard to believe that only a few days ago the column crossed the Buffalo River. During 1877 and 1878, our battalion were engaged in the Caffo War with the natives of Transkei. In March 1878, we were joined by our sister battalion, the 2nd 24th. At the end of 1878, it became clear to us that it would only be a matter of time that we'd be sent to take on the Zulu nation and take it under control. This is following a number of incidents involving the Boer. On the 11th of January 1879, our two battalions had orders to move. We were part of a force who had to cross from Natal and into Zululand in 3 separate columns. We are under the command of Lieutenant General Lord Chelmsford. He has accompanied our left column, which is commanded by Colonel Richard Blinn, 24th Regiment. Our column comprises of 2 guns and 70 men of N Battery, 5th Brigade Royal Artillery, equipped with 2 7-pounder guns, 5 companies of 1st 24th, 1 company of 2nd 24th, also mounted volunteers and Natal Police, with 2 companies of the Natal Native Infantry. Our battalion are regular soldiers and are equipped with the breech-loading single-shot Martini Henry Mark II rifle and bayonet. We are dressed in red wool tunics with a white solar toppy helmet and dark blue woolen trousers with a red piping down the side. On January the 20th, I remember, as we marched to a place near the Buffalo River, Rorke's Drift I think it's called, a company from the 2nd 24th under Lieutenant Bromhead were told to fall out and guard the drift, which I think from speaking to the Corps is going to be a stores and field hospital. We then carried on. We entered the Buffalo River, either by pontoon or wading chest deep. The weight of the water on my wool uniform nearly pulled me under. How I kept up, I'll never know. We then advanced 10 miles east of Rorke's Drift. We had little time to rest, or even drink some water, which was rationed. We are carrying our supplies by ox carts, each of which are being pulled by a team of up to 20 oxen, who are walking a slow and a deliberate pace. A considerable part of the day, I remember, is devoted to feeding and caring for the oxen, as well as having to help push the carts out of the mud. This country is all hilly scrubland, and without any roads, progress is painfully slow. The hilltops have to be picketed, and the country ahead of the column scouted carefully for Zulu, who may hold up in an ambush. We are further hampered by heavy rain, causing the rivers and streams to swell and deepen, and the trail deepens in mud from the oxen and the carts. While still in column, our morale is surprisingly good considering. During the 21st, word has come over, flying around the company. A reconnaissance to the southeast are in contact with the Zulu. At 0400 hours, the order has come for some of the lads from the 2nd 24th and artillery, along with the Natal native contingent, to move out and make contact towards some Zulu that had been seen. We carried on marching. It isn't long before we reach Isandlwana Hill. I and the lads found it uncanny how it looked identical to the Sphinx on our collars, or a crouching lion. We were now 10 miles in Zulu country. The order soon comes to fall out and to start an encampment on the slope of the hill. My company were to keep a picket, or set up the tents in the correct rows. While I was on picket, one of the lads runs up to me. Major Dartnell has made contact with the Zulu. Looks like old Chelmsford is taking most of the column to bring them to battle and defeat them. I thought, that's a bit strange. Split our column up in enemy territory, as well as leave us in a position that the camp was not put in a state of defence. But what do I know? I'm only a private. I looked over as first light appeared. The 2nd 24th, artillery and some of the NNC leave in the direction of where the Zulu are supposed to be. This leaves us with 5 companies of the 1st 24th and G Company of the 2nd 24th under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Pooling. On being relieved from picket duty, I returned to camp to get my head down. It must have been about 07, I think. Just as I was about to lie my head down on my pack, the alarm is sounding. The bugler is clearly blowing for all his worth. I jumped up. What's happening? I asked the lads. Zulu, is the reply by everyone. They've just been seen on the hills to the northeast of the camp. We are ordered to stand to. Come on, move! We then run to the quartermaster and tried drawing out ammunition, but we had to sign for it and it took an age. My company makes our way in quick time to our stand to position. This is on the extreme left of the camp. Lieutenant Dyson and Cavey are yelling out orders to hurry up and get in position. We are 1,500 yards from camp. Corp looks over to the camp. I look round and I can see a rider leaving towards the direction of Chelmsford. A voice comes from within the ranks. It's all right, lads. Help will be on its way. At 10 o'clock, a runner comes to Lieutenant Cavey. We can all hear what is being said. Colonel Dunford is arriving with a party of mounted men and a rocket troop. We all cheered on hearing this. We were then given the order to hold. Corp sent out for more ammo. At 11 o'clock, while still at stand to, we can see mounted infantry ride out towards the direction of the Zulu. At 12 o'clock, a runner comes up and says, Dunford has made contact and is now falling back. We all look at each other in disbelief. Then, suddenly, we all hear a loud noise of what sounded like a train in the distance in front of us. One of the lads with a very strong Welsh accent says, "Where are they, boyo?" "Over there, you dull bugger," replies another. I look at a distance of 1,000 yards. A wall of Zulu are running towards us. They look huge, not one under 6 foot. They are chanting and yelling, nerve-wrecking chants. The Sergeant Major said in a calm voice, "This is it, steady lads, mark your targets and make everyone count. Steady hands, lads." I hear one of the officers say, "Jesus, they must be bypassed Chelmsford and are now moving on us." We are a long way from camp, but not only that, we are out of visual sight too. We are by now all in extended order, engaging the Zulu, who are moving in similar movement to our left. They are keeping us about 800 yards from our line. They appear to be moving in rapid pace to the left of our position. We are firing so quickly that the smoke is heavy amongst our ranks. This in turn is giving us trouble identifying targets. My barrel is red hot and crackling in the heat. While firing, even a common soldier can see we are being outflanked on the left by Zulu, who look to be in their thousands, and an endless wave of men. We now have orders to pull back to new positions. At this point, the first of the lads are falling, struck by assegai spears from Zulu. Some of the Zulu assegais are thrown at us as we shoot. However, they are careful initially not to get too close to us. They avoid the bayonet, for any Zulu who comes up to stab a soldier is fixed through the throat or stomach and at once fall. I feel of impending doom is falling upon us on the camp. The sun is turning black in the middle of battle. I think quietly it's all over for us seeing this. One of the lads shouts out, "Snap out of it, it's only a ruddy partial eclipse of the sun and it's the height of battle." I know Zulu and their customs and beliefs and will take heart from this. The Zulu by now have now moved in amongst us. The stream of men is endless. You are killing 100 and 1,000 men are behind him. My company by now are no more. We are either dead or wounded. I can see the Zulu are not taking any prisoners and are spearing dead and wounded alike. The order has come from someone, I don't know who, to withdraw to camp. As I try to move, the Zulu are all around us. My flight for life I shall never forget. No track, no path, boulders everywhere. My way is strewn with shields, assegais, blankets, helmets and clothing of all descriptions. Rifles, ammunition, belts and saddles which the horses had managed to kick off, revolvers and God knows what else. I can see the camp is now being overrun. A sea of black warriors and shields chanting as they're running through the camp, cutting down horse and man alike. I stop and look around. No one was to be seen. My company are gone, wiped out. I hold my Martini Henry and make my way towards the hill. I am surprised I have not been followed by Zulu. I look over a boulder at camp. Between the smoke and the Zulu around them, I can see two men on horseback being handed our regimental colours. Next, they bolt towards the direction of the Buffalo River. Quickly on their heels are the Zulu. Now, I have only one thought: to survive. I first run by crouching up the hill, then scramble over the boulders. I look over. The camp is finished. The 24th are lying in groups, back to back, where they have stood to fight it out. Rings of dead Zulu all about them show how they've held out till the ammunition failed. So, now here I am, probably the last of my battalion. I've just taken a letter from my missus out of my torn haversack and given her a kiss. Goodbye, lass. Oh God, here they come again. It is not known who the last soldier found in the cave is, only that he was a fallen 24th foot soldier who fought until his death.